Hi, I am Amar Kumar, Senior Solutions Architect from Microsoft, and in this video, which is part of a series that covers pricing management in Microsoft Dynamics 365 Supply Chain Management, we'll look at price attributes in pricing management. Many organizations require pricing to be based on various attributes. These attributes could be based on customer master, product master, or order headers or lines. Pricing management in Dynamics 365 supports pricing based on all these attributes. With the complexity of modern businesses, pricing can be arrived using a sequence set of pricing components such as price, margin, discount, charges, and rebates. Pricing management offers capability to assimilate all these components of a complex pricing structure. We can have more than one pricing structure per legal entity. In the price structure of the price determination logic has been built to make sure that we can have multiple sources for price, and the final price is determined based on priority. The price can be sourced from trade agreement, and if a trade agreement does not exist, the base price is applied. The base price is based on purchase or standard cost of an item or default price specified on the item master. Margin component price adjustment allows for adjustment to the price at the time of order before discount or charges are applied. There are multiple discount types in pricing management, including simple discount, quantity discount, mix and match discounts, threshold discounts, free items, and other features like coupon, funds, and claims. We'll be covering this in more detail in the later part of this series. Charges can be applied at the order header level or the line level. The charges capability in pricing management builds upon what was previously available in Dynamics 365 Supply Chain Management and provides additional functionality by introducing price attributes, date ranges, and combination ranks. Rebates similarly can be applied based on quantity, value, and lump sum for a specific period. The rebate management capability in pricing management builds upon what was previously available in Dynamics 365 Supply Chain Management, and by introducing rebates based on price attributes, it overcomes the constraints imposed by the ability to only select item or groups or all items in the earlier version of rebate management. Price attributes can be used across all these price components, and it provides a flexible way for you to define your pricing factors. It leverages information about customers, products, as well as sales order header and lines. Extension points are available for you to extend these price attributes. Price groups enable businesses to bundle and rank these attributes together and apply customized pricing strategies more effectively across price, margin, and discount price components. In Dynamics 365 pricing management and throughout this presentation and demo, price components refers to price, margin, discount, charges, and rebates. These are various building blocks available for you for your pricing strategy. And today we'll be focusing on price attributes and how they'll be applied in pricing management. For the purpose of this series, we are going to focus on Contoso Entertainment System. It is a company that manufactures, distributes, and installs home electronic equipment. You'll notice this scenario comes up a lot throughout this series. It really helps set the scene for our demos and keeps things consistent. So you can see how everything fits together. Contoso distribution channels are structured as below. Retail is divided into B2B and B2C. B2C, they sell directly to consumers through physical stores, an e-commerce site, mobile apps, and even a call center. B2B, they work with wholesale partners, resellers, and a sales team to handle larger business order. In addition to retail, they also tie up with hospitality and entertainment. As part of this tie-up, they directly do the installation in the hotels and movie theaters. Now, as part of this short video series, you'll see how unified pricing management helps Contoso manage competitive and consistent pricing across all these channels. Pricing is driven by a mix of price attributes, things like channels, customer affiliations, loyalty programs, and even other order attributes. Throughout this series, we'll use Contoso as our example to show how you can manage prices more efficiently, whether it's running promotion, offering discount, or adjusting prices for different products or regions. Contoso's pricing stays flexible and scalable. This way, no matter the channel or customer type, the pricing is consistent across all these touchpoints. Contoso have decided to build their customer price hierarchy based on region of the customer, which is US East, US West, or Denmark. Customer group that could be superstore, giant market, air hotel, and loyalty customers. And finally, sold to the customer that is eventually being sold products to. This structure will help Contoso Entertainment System to define prices, margins, discounts, charges, and rebates. Similarly, on the product side, Contoso Entertainment System have decided to build their product hierarchy based on product category, which could be soundbar, TVs, cameras, brand. In this case, we'll use techwear and litwear as a brand that will have products from, and finally product. And in this demo, you'll see that we are using product called SB001, which belongs to the category speakers. And this structure will help Contoso to define prices, margin, discount, charges, and rebates. In pricing management, price attributes work through definition of price attribute group, which can be defined for headers as well as line level. While setting a price attribute group, the first step is the selection of source table from which the attributes can be selected. For example, we would like to choose attributes from the customer master, product master, sales order header, or a sales order line. After selection of the source table, we'll need to determine the attributes on the customer master, product master, and sales order, which will be used in price management. For example, on the customer master, we would like customer account, customer group, region to be deciding factor for the price determination. Similarly, on the product master, we would like the product brand or a category in, in the master tables to be deciding factors for price determination. And on the sales order header, maybe the method of delivery field needs to be a deciding factor in the determination of the price. After the selection of source table and determining the price attribute in the price attribute group form, the next step is to rank the selected price attributes from various price attribute sources, which can be eventually used in trade agreement to determine the price. For example, Contoso would like the pricing engine to determine price on a sales order based on customer group of the customer or the order, the brand of the item to be sold, or the method of delivery. In this case, the relevant pricing attributes from each pricing attribute source should be clubbed together in the price attribute group and eventually used in the trade agreement to determine the price. And we'll see in the demo how this can be done. We have also included the demo data that we are going to use throughout this series to explain different aspects of pricing management. In this case, we have selected Industry Edge Consumer Electronics, and the legal entities that we will be using would be USRT and USMF. The product and customers, if you talk about, they can belong from different categories, which are soundbar, TV, and accessories. And the brand that we have chosen for the product is techwear and litwear. Similarly, for customers, they can come from multiple customer groups and different regions. Uh, Similar to that, we have also highlighted out of all the information which are the product attributes and customer attributes and the order attributes we are going to use. For example, in the case of product, the attributes are product category and brand. For the case of customer, it is country, region, and customer group. And in the case of order, it is mode of delivery and order priority, right? Similar to that, we have also called out the price groups, which is B2B sales channel and B2C sales channel. And we'll see price group more in action when we are covering the commerce scenario. Uh, for the sake of this slide, we have also included the sample products here, which is SB001, SB00 for soundbar, and similarly for TV and cameras. We have also charted out the customers that you will keep on seeing throughout this series, and also the channels, which are nothing but retailers and online. And in those channels, we are also talking about what are the different values for the channels. And channels will start making more sense when we are trying to showcase some of the scenario from the commerce side. Now, to see the power of price attribute in action, we'll go through the demo scenario that we are covering in this video. Kevin Cook, the sales manager, needs the sales price of soundbar product SP001 from the TechPair brand to be varied according to customer groups. The pricing should adhere to the following criteria during the sales order process. So if the product SB00 is being sold to a customer from customer group 40, then the price should be $315. And if the same product is being sold to a customer group SB double Superstore 10, then the price should be $300. So in this case, it's the same product. When it is sold to 40, it is being priced at 315, and the same product when it is sold to customer group 10, it is being priced at $300. And we'll see how this can be achieved through pricing management. Now CES will set up the item SP001, which belongs to category soundbar. Soundbar is being represented here as speakers, and now we can also validate the attribute value, which is TechBear for attribute brand. As indicated in the demo, we will be setting up the prices for customers belonging to different customer groups. PMLC01 in this case belongs to customer group 10, and PMLC004 belongs to customer group 40. Now that we have decided the price attributes that will be used from the product and customer master, let's move to price attribute group form. In this price attribute group form, let's create the price attribute group CES header. Now give the friendly name as same, description as same. After giving description, now let's click on adding the attribute that we need. The first attribute is customer account, then we need customer group, then we'll need line of business, and finally we'll need country and region. These are the attributes that we'll be using to define the prices. Now update these attributes. Optionally, we can also rank them based on the requirement, and don't forget to validate them. Thanks. Next, we'll define the price attribute group for line. So now we are creating CES line. After creating CES line, we'll also assign the attributes that is applicable to line level, and that's why we are changing the sales order matching scope to line. Now let's add the attributes that's needed. So first would be the brand, and then we'll select the item number, and finally we'll have to go and pick the attribute category. And after all of this, we'll also have to pick one attribute from the sales order, which is line mode of delivery. And once all of these have been added, then we can again go on about changing the rank. In this case, we are increasing the rank of product as 1, which is the highest, and now go on and validate this. Now we are good to set up the price in the trade agreement. Let's navigate to trade agreement. For the PDJ 00134, we have already defined one line that is for customer group 40 and item SB001. So for the group 40 and item SB001, the amount is $350. Let's also create the trade agreement for group 10. So for group 10, the price is going to be, so let's select the customer group, and then subsequently we'll go and select the CES line as a combination, and in this select the item number as SB001. Once all of that is done, we can go on and define the price for that particular line. For this line, the price is going to be $300. So once both these prices are defined, we have for customer group 10, price is 300, and customer group 40, the price is $315. With that, we can post this particular trade agreement journal. The final step is to validate the prices on the sales order. For that, we'll look into the already created sales order for PMLC 001, which belongs to customer group 10. And in this case, we'll see that the unit price has come out to be $300. Now, for customer group 40, we can create a new sales order. We'll select the PMLC 004, which belongs to customer group 40. Select the warehouse. Now we can select the product, which is SB001, And now, if everything is correct, we should be able to see the price for this product as $315 that we are seeing. If we want to look into the details of how this price is coming and we want to figure out which trade agreement it is derived from, then we can click on the sales order line and it has price details, and price detail will show you that which trade agreement it has referred to. So that is PD 00134 and $315 is coming from there. And this is uh, where we conclude the scenario of price attribute and where and how the price attribute is being used to determine the prices for different products. This concludes the demo of price attributes in Dynamics 365 Supply Chain Management. Be sure to watch the other videos in this series. Thank you for your time. See you in the next video.